Hello and welcome to the United Stand. This is your Manchester United daily transfer news. I'm not going to talk about Perisic, your presumptuous little so-and-so XL. I'm going to talk about Thomas Lemar because that's the opening story I'm going to talk about. And we've got some other interesting things to talk about in relation to Zlatan and Fellaini and a little couple of theories I've got. But Thomas Lemar, apparently, according to Duncan Castles, who's apparently very close to Jose Mourinho without actually ever providing any evidence of that, Thomas Lemar would prefer a move to Manchester United this summer over Arsenal. This, to me, isn't massive breaking news because I think if Thierry Henry was in his prime, an Arsenal legend, he would prefer a move to Manchester United over Arsenal because ultimately Arsenal are a small club compared to Manchester United. It's funny that Arsenal and their fans have spent all summer getting very excited about Lemar, but the fact that Lemar would want to come to United over them, it's a bit like saying I'd rather win the lottery than have my head chopped off. Facts. Let's deal in facts. But Lemar, look, as we said last night, the biggest thing for me with 1 week left in the transfer window is that Manchester United have two of the best people in the air in the Premier League in Zlatan and Lukaku now. We have nobody who can put a decent cross into the box. Again, that's a little bit like going on a date with, I don't know, pick somebody. Let's say going on a date with Jennifer Lawrence, because she's a little bit older, more my sort of thing. Going on a date with Jennifer Lawrence and then treating her to a bottle of water and a cheese sandwich, and then dropping her home at 8 o'clock when she wants to go out and party and is open to ideas if you fly with drink. That's a bit like having Lukaku and Zlatan without putting decent crosses into the box. So United need to get somebody who can cross balls of good quality, and we don't have that. I think the best person, as I've said countless times, is Daley Blind, who is too slow really to get into them positions unless we're playing a team that parks the bus. So we need a winger, we need an attacking player who can put a natural cross in. Juan Mata can put a natural cross in, but he plays on the right and he curves it in with his left. It needs to be into that danger zone, natural footer, natural side, which is obviously what Perisic would have done. Now Perisic hasn't signed a new contract yet, I discussed that yesterday. Some people don't like that theory, but until he signs a new contract, he's very much on the table because he's the player that Mourinho wants. Draxler, I don't know whether Draxler really is on the table, but he is a player who can play on the left and he can put a cross in. Lemar can play on the left wing, Lemar can put a cross in, Lemar is quick, Lemar is skillful. I get what the links to Martial are, because I think Martial's a better player, but as Jake Allen says, Lemar is two-footed, good defensively, he's quick, strong for his size, and everything Mourinho wants in a player. And he's probably available for around 60 million. So in today's market, or in this summer's market, 60 million is probably 35 million because it is so overpriced at the moment in this market. I just feel, even if we went and, like I said last night, even if we went and got someone like Felipe Anderson, I'd like us just to do it. I don't want us not to get a winger in when we've got such ability in the box. I think we're fine at passing the ball through. I think we're fine at doing teams on the break. What I don't think we're good at is using the width and putting the crosses into the box that are going to cause people problems. So that is why I would do it. The fact that Lemar wants to come to United, interesting. The fact that Nath is saying Lemar versus Perisic, interesting. I will still go Perisic. Who else want to talk about? Oh yeah, okay, I've got a bit of a theory one for you then. So, with the signing of Lukaku, obviously with the signing of Lukaku and the signing of Zlatan, does that mean that Fellaini will leave Manchester United? Now bear with me on this one, because Manchester United have obviously got Zlatan, who's very tall, and he becomes, for me, the last 20-minute option off the bench that Fellaini is. Now, if you look in the midfield, we've got first team players, we're stacked. We've got Matic, we've got Pogba, we've got Herrera, and then you've got Fellaini, Carrick and Pereira, who for different reasons can they be trusted at the moment. Does Fellaini, apart from Mourinho really liking him, does Fellaini really tick the boxes. Also, he's only got 1 year left on his contract. Also, there is interest in Serie A and Turkey in relation to Fellaini, so now would be the time to either cash in or give him a new contract. And is he likely to get a new contract? It's just a theory, but Skin Peeler says, look, Mourinho has made it clear he won't go, but I just wonder what Fellaini's actual use now is going to be. I can see him staying, to be honest, because maybe stay till January, but I think a new contract would be a bad idea, if I'm totally honest with you. But we'll see. Theory two then would be in relation to Kylian Mbappe. Now, I'm not saying that United are going to sign Kylian Mbappe, I don't think we will, but what I think is quite interesting is that United were always quite linked to Mbappe, and then we always assumed he was going to go to Real Madrid, but now it looks like he might go to PSG. Well, just, if he's going to PSG, he's going for the money. If Manchester United really like Mbappe, why don't we just pay the money? I suppose it's similar to Neymar, we probably don't want to pay too much money, but it's just a thought. And in relation to Zlatan, that one master says, I'd like to keep Fellaini as a super sub and play him as a centre forward. It's a theory, but why would you want to do that when you've got a fit Zlatan? I suppose for 2 months it's not a bad idea. You're right, Nat02, there are still a lot of players available, even with a week to go. Off the top of my head, players that are available: Oxlade-Chamberlain, Alexis Sanchez, Ross Barkley, Renato Sanchez, potentially Draxler, Lemar and Perisic. So they're, Aurier as well. These are all players that I think could improve United. I don't think we need a striker now, we've got Zlatan. And just on Zlatan, what I want to say about Zlatan is signing of the summer. A lot of United fans are very happy that we've signed Zlatan, but has anyone actually considered he could be the signing of the summer? I know he's not going to play until maybe late October, November, but free, taking a pay cut, all the experience, all the talent, all the leadership, all the ability, for free. Signing of the summer? I tell you what, I like that background as well with the blue sky, summer-esque. Anyway, get commenting below, give us your thoughts. Arsenal fans, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but Lamar would probably prefer a game of Ring of Roses than playing for you, to be honest. Unfortunately, when you're a small club like that, when United come knocking, you're not going to pick Arsenal. The only person I can think of who's done that in recent years is Aaron Ramsey, and that was worth it, wasn't it? All he's famous for is when he scores a goal, somebody famous dies. Could have won trophies. It was just a joke at a joke club, mate. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Back tonight at 8 o'clock unless something happens during the day. Have a good day. Don't forget to drop a like. Give your comments below in relation to everything we've discussed. I just feel that we do need to sign somebody in the next week because we've only got a week left, and I don't like the fact that we've got such great talent in the attack in relation to height and ability, and we've got nobody to put a decent cross in. Thanks everyone for watching. Speak to you all soon.